Okay, everyone, how are we all doing? You got Andy Benji over here. For you guys of you who don't know me, I am a marketing and mindset mentor. And my motto is if I can help you break through your first few online sales, that literally help you break through or your mind blocks, that literally help you break through your entire life. So, guys, I'm here today with my lovely friend, Esther Armada. I like to say your name in your accent. It sounds really cool. Um, Thank you for joining us today, Esther. Guys, this is a really special interview that I want to present with Esther today, because Esther is someone that I also just met online because we're all involved in the same internet marketing space. And just like Esther and many other people, Esther is someone who, she has a family. She's a mom of two. And, just like everyone, we have our own lives. And just like everyone, she wanted a better life than working in her 9 to 5 job, where she used to work in a recruiting company. So she made that shift. She wanted to search into the online space. She tried a few things and it didn't quite work out for her. But now, where she is now, is absolutely incredible. Over the space of 1 year, just how much your whole life, your whole mindset can change because of millionaire mentoring and having proper training to train you how to do this industry. Esther is a perfect example of this. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over the mic to you, Esther. Let's just have a great chat. Tell us a bit about yourself. Tell us where you came from, and everything about what you're up to.
Okay. Again, my name's Esther Armada. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a mom of two beautiful kids, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So, Andy, just sort of going back to, yes, I was a recruiter and I did that full time. However, the work-life balance wasn't there. And I actually, when I had met my husband, we had decided that when we had children, that I would stay at home with the kids. And so I did. So I stayed at home with the kids, and I got to tell you, it was tough. It's not, it's not an easy thing to do. And, not having something of my own, I really missed that. I really missed working, but I also knew that I didn't want to get back to the 9 to 5. My son is special needs. He requires a lot of care and a lot of therapy. So I just knew that wasn't an option in my life. And I also just wanted to be there for my children, So that's when I started searching online. And like many others, I bought a lot of programs. I didn't really do anything. I did a lot of learning, but not a lot of implementing. And I came across this one program where I was able to make a few sales here and there, but I found that once I got the leads or sales, I didn't really know what to do after that, right? So I didn't have those soft skills or those leadership skills. So that's when I, went to search for some online mentoring, and it's changed my life.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, what you mentioned there about, getting stuck in the learning mode and never implementing, and, stepping into your leadership to really get started. So I guess when you got into mentoring, what were some of the big shifts? What were some of the big shifts in thinking which kind of changed you from where you were to actually, shooting right up to, reaching the next level?
Yeah, so the big shifts were obviously the mind shifts, having those self-limiting beliefs,
Right.
getting over myself, and knowing that just by taking some sort of action and consistent action, whether you fail or not, is just, getting right back up, trying again. And that's really the only way to learn, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of personal development, breaking through the whole limited mindset sort of idea, and perhaps not even feeling worthy of it. Like, can I really do this? Or do I really deserve success? Those are some of the main things that I went through.
Yeah, and it's actually really important you mentioned that, actually. Like, so many people focus on what they need to do to earn the money, all kinds of strategies and tactics, but if we don't actually sort out that fundamental underlying source of what's going to produce the income, which is yourself, then it's almost like, you know, we're working backwards without even sorting out the roots, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that I really appreciate that from the from the mindset side, obviously, as well, being so passionate about mindset. So, you know, for example, you know, you weren't, you know, cultured to kind of, you know, work on yourself whilst you were trying your own thing. But there's also many other people out there, right, who are into personal development. They actually start a lot in the personal development space in terms of what they're interested by, and then they also do network marketing or affiliate marketing, any of this work from home business, but they're still not able to crack it. And what I really love from what I learned from our mentor, Darren Little, and everyone else in Millionaire Mentoring, is actually how simple this game actually is. And the only thing complicated about it is us, essentially, right? So as long as we can tick off that little, you know, 10%, let's say, of what it takes to be successful, which is some of the strategy, you know, being coachable, sticking to a formula that's actually proven to work. And then the 90% is more about how you are. And one thing I love about, you know, Esther, and also everyone else in Black Ops as well, is she's such a great giver. And we were actually just talking about this earlier, right? Where that actually was a change in your thinking. You might not always have been coming from that space. Why don't you describe to us a little bit what you mean by that?
You know, like, first of all, having a millionaire mentor, when I say that it's changed my life, it's obviously it's worth every single penny, because you have someone there mentoring you that just really shortens your learning curve and really just 10x, you know, yourself, your life, your income, all of that. But in terms of being a giver, I always felt that it's always about value, right? So what are you doing for someone that you're talking to or that you're dealing with? It's always about giving value and not expecting anything in return. And if you give value and if you lead with your heart and your mind and not worry about the money, that success will come. It will. It just will.
It's a matter of trusting that process, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I always used to think of it like, I was thinking of this analogy where it's like, let's say we're on like one piece of mountain or land or something, and there's the other side, and you have to cross this like wobbly bridge, and you know, we're scared, right, to actually cross that bridge because we don't know what's going to happen. Like, something could happen here. That's what we think. But then we can see like a number of people have actually crossed that same bridge just before our turn, and we realize, okay, it's clearly true, and we just got to trust that it will be fine. And it helps that we learn from others. And I kind of think of that that bridge as like this process, this actually, this state of being a giver. If we trust that process of being a giver, which could actually be what connects us to where we are, to where we want to go, into freedom, essentially, then I think that's a very big point you mentioned. Trusting that process, for that's how it works, giving value, of course. And you know what I find amazing about you, Esther, is like, I'm a single person, right? I have my own life. I can create my life around my clock and everything like that. You have 2 kids. You have a family to feed. You have, you know, you help multiple people obviously as well within your team, which is great. What I love about you is you've also got the lifestyle, right? You haven't let the business take over your life, right? Which unfortunately, it does happen to a lot of people when, especially, you know, if they're struggling in the industry and they're doing whatever it takes to get better. But you managed to, you work hard, right? You definitely work hard, and you managed to now create a lifestyle around it. I see your holiday pictures, summer nice pictures. I think you're around everywhere.
And you know what? That's what it's about. Absolutely. I mean, I want to be clear. I definitely work hard, but I fit it in where I can, right? So I have my kids at school or camp. My son has therapy 6 days a week, so I have to be like, this whole idea of working on, the point of it is that it's flexible. And so I'm not tied to certain hours, and I squeeze it in whenever I can. Once I put my kids to bed, I'll work on my business a little bit. You know, if my son's at therapy, sometimes I have to participate. If I don't, then I'll be on my laptop while I'm waiting for him. So yes, I definitely just squeeze it in whenever I can. And it's a lifestyle business. I don't have to ask for time off, which is why I can go on holiday often. and it works. It just works. It works with my life.
That's amazing. And you know what I find is, you know, because I think there are a lot of mompreneurs out there as well, and you know, they understand that as well. And maybe there's something about what you're doing differently or how you're thinking differently that's allowed that to be possible. And the first question I always ask myself, or anyone who joins this industry and who's actually working in it, is what's your why? Do you mind sharing us about your why, as how that may have helped you come up with all the action taken that you're able to do?
My kids, obviously. So my kids are everything to me. I want to be around them while they're young, and they actually want to be around me as well. Because I know that once they're it's like bye-bye.
Yeah.
And that time it's short. It's short. So I want to make sure that I am there for all of those events. You know, something small like being able to pick them up after school. When I was growing up, my parents were working their butt off, and I never saw them. I was a latchkey kid at a young age. Family dinners were rare, except on Sundays when we went to church. So I want to be there. I want to be present. So that's my why. And also, as well as, you know, being a stay-at-home mom, you tend to lose your identity because your whole focus is your kids and your family, which is obviously a major focus and should be. But I also wanted to have something of my own that I felt like I have accomplished and could accomplish. And so that inner drive also drives my passion and my why.
Yeah, no, that's actually really important how you said that, actually. Like, yes, in our society, not just society, normal, right? Family, we look after our family first, but it's very important you feel like you're also doing something for yourself. That's really crucial, and it's a good learning lesson for me as well. So when I get to that position, because I'll be honest, like when I first heard about this whole industry was network marketing at first, and the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about this concept of passive income and freedom, it was like future family, like that life. I was almost ready for that, to start creating that from now, because I know the way I was going. If I was working in a job, and yes, if I was to earn more and more because I was working in a corporate position, but I know it doesn't just come to me. I have to actually work more hours. I have to put in more work, more responsibility, probably on things that I'm not so passionate about. So yeah, definitely. I can imagine when you actually have the kids, like those little things, especially like you said, like, yeah, kids are amazing, right? Especially at the beginning.
They're amazing. They're, you know, it's a lot of work, definitely worth it. Not always easy. But, and it's a different life. It's a different life. You're not just thinking about yourself and what you want. They're the first priority, right? So, and all of my decisions and everything I do is made around my family and my children.
Perfect. And okay, so let's come back to mentoring and some of your key learnings. So this program from Millionaire Mentoring, right? It's not just you learn what to do and then you kind of make affiliate commissions just from, you know, bringing people into the same program that you're in. It's actually teaching how you become the product of anything you ever do. And that's actually the key to building multiple income streams, because you could have one opportunity in like health, in travel, in crypto, in, you know, another affiliate program, in your own coaching. And the key thing is to market yourself on the front end, right? Never show any business stuff ever on the front end. And that actually allows you, you know, once you sorted out those core foundations, which again, you mentioned before, not everyone sorts out. They actually go just to the business straight away. So sort yourself out and then learn the real marketing and even people skill strategies, conversational skills and all that stuff on the front end. And then you got all these options to build multiple income streams on the back end. And you're a perfect example of someone who came through the Black Ops training, you know, is completely coachable, followed the formula, and then all of a sudden your world opened up. It wasn't just about learning how to bring people into an affiliate program. It was really teaching you real life skills for any business, right? So you then applied them. Can you tell us a little bit about how that's worked out for you? Hello? We're frozen.
Sorry, I just missed the last part. It was just a little bit cut off. What was the last part?
I was just talking about how great the training is to help you such that you can actually build multiple streams of income as well as from the affiliate program. And you're a perfect example of someone who has, right? Because like you were talking about earlier before we started this interview, it's so important to be in something you're passionate about, like from the products alone, let alone the opportunity. So please do share a little bit more about that and how it's going for you.
Yeah, so basically, with millionaire mentoring, like you said, it's about branding yourself, and because people follow people that they like and trust, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Also, we're in the business of leadership. Are you doing the leadership activities? Those are some of the questions that you have to ask yourself. And if you're not, that's what millionaire mentoring did for us. It pushed us into it and forced us into doing those activities, working on ourselves. And then eventually you can stream into whatever you want. So it works for any business. It doesn't matter what network marketing company you're working. It can work offline and online, right? I mean, we have examples of a real estate agent who applied some of these millionaire mentoring strategies to her business, and she increased her business significantly, right? So these are just life skills. Exactly. And so for me, being able to have these soft skills and apply them to my current business right now has been tremendous. Last month, I was the top enroller for the month of June. And had I worked on myself, received millionaire mentorship, I definitely would not be here.
Wow, that's so great to hear, like an actual leaderboard and then using your leadership skills to actually place yourself where you are.
Exactly. And that's what it is. It's having millionaire mentorship, shortcutting your learning curve, so that you can grow yourself as a person and brand yourself as a person.
Yeah, no, 100%. And the key word there you mentioned was leadership. And I could kind of share some sort of real insights, right, that we get from millionaire mentoring, which, because a very big challenge, I'd say, from network marketing is when they typically say you just need to find two people, but that's a complete lie. You actually need to find two leaders, and that's actually what's going to help you grow your business. But we're not encouraged by that from these companies. We're actually encouraged just to bring in as much sales as possible. But there's a difference between bringing in a person and a leader. And I love this phrase, to attract the one, you got to become the one. And I just love how everything you're saying, it all just fits in, right? As like a full circle, starting with yourself, attracting other leaders as well, and training them almost in the same way. And there you go. It's almost your whole business, right? That's very good. Okay, awesome. I think we can almost wrap up soon. But if I just want to ask you, let's say someone is in their network marketing business. Let's say they're really passionate, right, about the product. It's a brilliant industry to be in, but they've just not been trained properly. That might be the reason why they haven't actually got the results that they really want. Why don't you share something just to kind of sum up how, learning the proper training, why millionaire mentoring would be the solution for them to achieve in their goals, whether it's their current network marketing company or whether it's whatever their biggest reason is. Everyone wants freedom, but whatever their biggest reasons are, why it could help them with that.
Well, first of all, I mean, learning from someone who has done where you want to go is just, I mean, that speaks volumes in itself. I mean, you wouldn't ever hire a personal trainer that was out of shape, right? You would never do that. So, that will shortcut your learning curve. And also, they know what works. They can save you from the mistakes. I mean, you are going to fail regardless, but they can save you from the major mistakes that they went through. And I always say, listen, don't try and reinvent the wheel. If somebody's done it, just follow the formula and learn from them. Don't try to, if it's working, right? Just learn from them and accept it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you're 100% right there. Yeah,
exactly.
To be coachable, to find a mentor who's actually got not just their own results and success in what they're doing, but the success stories of all their students, like ourselves, but many other, let that police car go, but many other people within the community, within the mentorship, then it just speaks volumes on its own, doesn't it?
It does.
Absolutely. Okay, awesome. Well, I don't know if you want to share anything more of your own. I can just sit here and chat all day because I love talking about, giving value, giving mentorship or any sort of things. Anything, what would you like to say?
Well, the only thing that I would say is that if you are ready to make a change and you're fed up with what you're currently doing and perhaps what you're currently doing isn't getting the results that you need, then taking on a learner mentor and going through something like this is the best approach and the most natural next step. Because if you're stuck, let's try and get unstuck, and let's try and learn from somebody that can teach you, right? So I would say, just don't hesitate, just take massive action and do.
Like it, massive action, 10x style right there. Okay, awesome. Well, guys, I hope you've been enjoying this interview that we've been doing with Esther. Esther is also one of my student colleagues from Millionaire Mentoring. We've all been through the same mentorship, and we've pretty much said what it is, guys. Whatever it is that your situation is in, there is a perfect opportunity here to basically, there's a button below. If you click that button below now, it will take you to the actual web presentation of what Millionaire Mentoring is. So you actually get to learn more about it, but it pretty much touches on everything Esther and I was saying. And also, if you do click now, there's actually going to be a bonus, a $3,000 bonus. So you want to make sure you click on that button now, and you get to really get some insights and some secrets of what Millionaire Mentoring is all about and how you can apply that stuff today in your business. So just want to say thank you, Esther, very much for spending some time with us, sharing some value. This is what we do for our day-to-day lives, but it's nice to be here together talking to each other. And you're going to do amazing, shooting up the leaderboards more and more. And all of us, let's keep spreading that value. Let's make it happen. Let's help everyone in the process.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.